Hello people, welcome back to my latest video. I know it's been a while since I have made anything, but we are getting started today on a new model. I will show it here and then we will get to making it. This is just the template basically cut out. So let's get down to the bench and I'll show you what we're gonna do. So then, this here is my new model. I call it the Elysian. It means basically paradise in Greek. It is a slimmer, more EDC quote-unquote friendly design compared to my Sliff you might have seen previously. This will be number 1 or 001 as lasered on the knife. It will be a thumb stud opening, flipper tab opening knife, so you have 2 deployment methods. I've got a bar of RWL 34 here, made by Damasteel in, I believe, Solingen. Gray G10 for the scales, and then laser cut grade 5 titanium liners. So with that, let us get on to making an actual blade. This is just a template blade, so I need to fix that. Okay, so now I am about to counterbore these holes. I've got a custom made carbide counterbore from K Knives, Switzerland, and we're going to counterbore these holes 20 thousandths deep on either side of the blade stock. Okay, so we've got both sides counterbored 20 thousandths. Now I will counterbore the inside of these 40 thousandths on each side.
How goes it?
Good.
Can I come look?
Yeah.
Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement.
Okay, well, I just completely forgot to film how I cut my stop pin track, so I will briefly explain that. I just made this fixture here It's just micarta that is glued to another piece like so, and then it has 1/8" pins reamed and pressed in just so it doesn't have any wiggle or anything, or I don't want any glue breaking, just so that there's less stress. Then I have a 3/16 hole that is drilled, reamed, and I can put a precision pin through that. Then I get my offset on the mill here, and I can take my 1/8" end mill, put it however far. In this case, it's 270 thousandths from the center of the pin there, kind of out of focus. And then I rotate around that, and I have these as stops, which I can adjust as I get closer and closer to my open and closed depth, or open and closed positions. So that is, wow, it's really not focusing. That is how I cut those. So yeah, shame that I forgot, but there you go. Okay, next I am counterboring for the screw holes, or the body screw holes, I guess. Because I broke off this, which you can see the pilot, I have to kind of set up each hole, hold it down with this centered in the holes, basically clamping it down, clamp the blade down, or the scales or liners down, retract the spindle or the quill, put this in, and then I can counterbore it. Kind of annoying, takes a little longer, but just as good of a result. Alright, now that the holes are counterbored in the scales and liners, I've cut out this Nichols Damascus stainless Intrepid pattern for the pocket clip and backspacer. So those are just rough cut out on the bandsaw. Now we're going to go get them a little closer to shape before drilling holes and tapping. Okay, I've got the hole in the backspacer made. Now I'm going to tap it. I have a Tap-matic, but I've been very much liking just doing it in a hand drill recently, I will be honest. I feel like you get a lot more control. You kind of feel it better. This is a thread forming tap, but we're slowly going in there. It's going well. Hopefully I don't snap it. Nope, we're out the other side. Bottomed out. And that's how easy it was to tap the hole there. But I think next we're going to move on to profiling the G10 up to the titanium. Okay, actually before I grind up to this line along here, right there, I'm going to drill a hole through the backspacer and through the liner, but not into the scale. And that's going to be just an alignment pin so that the backspacer doesn't move, just because I'm only using one screw instead of two. So we're going to do that real quick, make the pin, and then we will grind the profile. Alright, so I just drilled and pressed in the detent ball. You can see it there, kind of glinting. The lock bar is not bent yet, so it still is just kind of floating there. But if we zoom out and I kind of press on it and then shut the knife, you will see it will click into place when the blade closes, right there, and then it holds it nice and stiffly shut until you would flick it out or use the thumb studs, whatever. So I'll show you that from here. Clicks into place there. So yeah, now I need to bend the lock bar and then we will be just about ready for heat treat. But it's looking very good. Just got one scale on right now. Okay, so I just rough milled the pocket clip. It is now ready for heat treat, and I just need to do a couple other things for heat treat as well. Alright, so backspacer, blade, and pocket clip are heat treated. You can see the pattern there on the backspacer and pocket clip. They're looking great. Now we're going to do some light surface sanding to get them ready for finish work and grinding the blade and whatnot. Okay, so it is now time to grind the lock face. The lock-up engagement will be about right there where my fingernail is. So I'm going to need to basically cut all of this off, basically straight across, just because that's how the geometry of this knife is working out. That's not maybe ideal in my mind. I think I'm going to change that so that this is a little thicker on the next ones, but overall, I think it will be plenty fine because I only really want just a hair of lockup right at the edge so that I get the most sturdy lockup. I don't want it locking up across a long face. That's how you get lock rock. So we're going to try and do that and not mess that up. Okay, so I got it ground. Locks up there, you can see. Actually, I'm really pleased with it. I'm probably going to grind it just a hair more so that I get just a tiny bit more lockup. But otherwise, very pleased with it. Okay, so I'm here at Maverick Knives shop, and we are about to laser engrave the inside of the scale and then the blade, as well as the code of authenticity. So he's getting that set up now. I had it, or I graphically designed it, I guess, and then we will be proceeding. Okay, I'm back at my shop, back from laser engraving. You can see there, one of them. And then we are now ready to finish grind the blade and finish grind the plunge lines. I need to just bring them back, make them arc back a little bit. So let's do that, and then also I'll be grinding the swedge. Okay, I've been hand sanding and buffing both the pocket clip and backspacer. I'll include a little video of that, but they are just about ready to etch, and they are looking splendid. Okay, everything is mirrored and clean, and it is time to etch. So I'm going to put some wire through them and then dip them in this muriatic acid, or muriatic. Alright, thank you for watching this video. This knife turned out just phenomenal. It's probably the nicest folder I've ever made. Just gorgeous, amazing action, and literally basically no problems whatsoever. Although, before anyone comments, there is kind of a blob on the pocket clip, and it is not a etching problem, and I didn't not clean it properly. It's actually like a piece of, I'm not sure what, I'm assuming weld bead from making the Damascus from the manufacturer, so I can't do anything about that besides completely remaking a new clip. But since I am keeping this one and it is not for sale, I don't care. It's still perfectly just nice and fine. Everything on this knife is just beautiful, and I have no problems with it whatsoever. Please go follow my Instagram. It'll be linked down below as well in the comments and description probably. I post there a lot more. If you're interested in buying a knife like this, I will have ones for sale either via my Instagram or my Facebook group. I also should be getting a website hopefully fairly soon. And that will all be linked down below. I post a lot more on my Instagram, so if you are interested in this type of content, please follow me there. And with that, I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.